morning. We've got another little film called Parallel 29, and it's where I go on a little trip. You can see on the back of your video, you'll see that. We're going to have a little trip here. We're going to go up here along the border and then back home. But it rained all through here, so we started from here and we went up here, and then we followed the border back there. So that's the trip in a nutshell. We had a good trip. Bit of a rainy start. But we got by. We got by, didn't we? Ah, that's better. That's better. Got another little friend here. We got Julie to go with us this time, and we got our other crew, our normal crew, and I don't know what this is. We'll find out, shall we? Anyway, like I said, like I always say, don't watch it all in one hit. You know, I think you got 2 discs this time, or 1. I don't know yet. We'll see how it turns out. But if you've got 2 discs, just watch disc 1 and then just watch disc 2. But if you've got 1 disc, you'll find it all broken down. Don't watch it all in one hit. Watch a bit and then a bit, and we'll see how we go. Hope you enjoy it anyway, and catch you later. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mr. Ed Mertens.
Good morning. Good
How
morning,
are you this morning, Ed?
I am well.
Oh, look. We're here at the start of another bloody video. I got a fairly good meal, which is not bad at this time of the morning, and you'll be totally disgusted. I've got an egg and bacon roll from the French hot bread shop in Port Pirie. 2nd best bakery in Australia, alright? Or 3rd best or 4th best or something like that. Oh, we're going to start another video, Ed.
We start another video.
I like your hat, mate.
Nothing wrong with this hat, mate. Made in Australia.
It says Taiwan there.
Does it?
Yeah. We got another little friend to go with us. Morning, Julie. This is Julie. Morning, Julie. We got another little friend to go around with us. And I'd like to, I know I've been a bit short of money lately, Ed, and my brother said he'd go on these trips. So we got a little bucket here called Intrepid Explorer Donations. Now Ed's gonna donate to that.
Donate.
Here we go.
Hang on. Out.
The real one. Yeah, and you're gonna take that all around town. It's next Friday out front of Kmart. You're gonna go. Bring out the dead. I got a little a ditty. This is where we're going on the video. We're going there, right? Zoom in, freeze frame. There you go. That's where we're going, Ed.
That's where you're going.
That's where we're going. And I've got a little ditty here I'd like to read out in front of camera before I take a bite out of that egg and bacon roll.
Right, where you go, mate?
By the way, we're not going up the Squiggly first.
Bit wet.
Yeah, bit wet.
Bit wet.
The season's broken and the drought stopped, isn't it?
And why?
Because I'm going on a trip.
Because you're going on a trip.
I got a little ditty here. I have to take off my glasses to read this crap.
Right.
I have the great honour on this trip before I go away to be here with Eddie Mertens, the darling bud of May.
Thank you very much.
He got up early, for this time it's his job to be at the head of this video and have his worth 2 bob.
2 bob.
He is here to give me solace and to bless this trip, but will probably offer derision and a little bit of lip. That's all okay. I know it's not his fault. I must be kind to the sod for Emma's feeding Walt. Or you. Or someone. I hope someone's feeding Walt. How you going, Neil?
On your Neil.
Oh, we haven't forgotten you either, Rec. Oh, can't go name you people, can I?
No, you can't, but you did.
To track the deserts of each day, to feel the cool of the night, to see the stars up high, to see them burning bright. The heat and the curry, the quiet at day's end. People think I'm twisted slightly round the bend. Cameras Corner, Currawinya, Byron Bay, the coast, Lightning Ridge, Mungandai, and the 1 Ton Post. New England Nimbin, cafe lattes by the sea, long dusty roads in the desert looking for a tree. Oh, Marley's got me glasses. Baked beans and noodles, curry and coke on top, winds light the variable, red flannels face to mop. Cold nights, short days, radio scared each night. Ed likes to move his pin and check my hygiene and my plight. Flies dust, you can't stop here. The campers from hell, why do we bother, but we all know too well. The bad bits fade with time, the good bits go to heart. Life's a big edit, and it's time for this edit to start. The desert siren beckons and calls me again. It calls and I must follow a line to the sea. Although the line's a bit crooked, it's straighter than most. So come with us, enjoy Parallel 29 and the 1 Ton Post. Oh dear, if you'd like to add anything to that,
No.
anything I want to say to
I'm
that?
speechless.
Yeah, I know.
I'm speechless. Here we go.
The egg and bacon rolls are good.
Looks good. Smells good.
They're warm when they sell them, which is good. Which is good. Anyway, thank you for being at the start of this video, Ed.
No worries, TP.
And looking after Pussycat.
Bon voyage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good, mate. So if you want the drought to break, send
me away.
on a trip.
Yeah, got away this morning at about 8 o'clock. Listening on the four-wheel drive radio, there's someone who found a road closed and has to spend a couple of days for the road to dry out there at Inaminka. So there you are, the Squiggly track did receive a bit of rain with that. So I hope that's dried out by the time we need to use the Squiggly possibly to come home. So we'll see how we go. On our way to Renmark at the moment. Just passed through Crystal Brook and it's good to be on the road again. Morgan on the River Murray. We're not going down there in the boat this time. We're continuing on to Renmark. We went for a trip on that, didn't we, Jim? And if you think it's looking like a fine day, have a look up here. That cloud up there's got my name on it. It's just starting to rain again now. Cross over the Paringa Bridge. Hang on, there's a bloody heap of peanuts on the side of the bridge there. I wonder where they come from. Yeah, standing here at Wentworth looking at the Lock 10 here, I still cannot believe, Jim, for the life of me, that I actually went all the way down from here to the Murray mouth. Bloody incredible, isn't it? And you know what? I've been at Wentworth 4 times on my trips around, and every time I've been to Wentworth it's been raining. Good evening. I've set up camp for the night. It's where we camped when we was coming down the Murray in the little boat, Jim, just down from Lock 10, and we were actually camped up there with Jim. But there's other campers up there, so we can't camp there. So we've camped up here, Jim. All right. It's a bit wet. We've just had a shower go through. So I've just set up the tarp on the back and just cooking a bit of tea. Oh, there goes a big bang. I don't know what that was. Yes. Bit boggy around here, but never mind. We got in here, didn't we? We got in here. Had a Subway for dinner at Renmark. So I just thought I'd have some... I got some... Weight Watchers tomato soup and a few peas in it. A few peas. Yeah, whacker. What was it? Bloody sweet corn. So I'll have a light tea tonight. Have a sleep and see whether the weather improves. I don't think it is going to improve very much. I don't know what this trip's going to bring. Always say that, don't I? Ah, listen to the man on the radio, on the full drives on the radio, on the, another bang, I don't know what that is, and he's at Tibooburra. He's calling all his mates up and say, any roads open out of Tibooburra? And they say, no, we got nothing out of Tibooburra. He's in a tent. He said, doesn't seem too bad because it's not raining at Tibooburra. Well, apparently the Streslecky's closed, everything in and out of Inaminka's closed. I heard a couple of people this morning, they're camped in Inaminka. They're stuck. Not stuck, but can't leave Inaminka. So there you are, Jim, if it rains, you get stuck at Inaminka, alright? Beautiful, isn't it? Just up from the lock is a viewing platform. We'll go and have a look up there. Yeah, we've been up here before, but it's a magnificent view here. You've got the Murray coming down there, going around the little sandy junction in there, and going up here to the Darling. With the ducks of the Darling down there. See them there? Ducks on the Darling, eh? And the lock's just around there. We camp just down there a bit further. Just taking a drive along the wharf area at Mildura. We actually took a ride on the Melbourne when we was down here before. Marina housing development going up here in Mildura next to the big bridge. One surprising thing, see that? Sydney, 1,020 kilometres away. Oh dear, it's a big country, isn't it? Got a few houseboats down there.
Doing some time. G'day, this is Macca. Hello. Good morning, Macca. This is Eric from Hi, Eric.
Just listening to Macca on the wireless, and we're on our way to Balranald, which is on our way to Hay, and country's flattened out a little bit. You'll be happy to know, Kev, we're sitting here doing 170 kilometres an hour. We're driving east on this dirt highway. There we are, we've got a little indicator there. Yes. Good to get on roads that I haven't driven on before. I was a little bit wondering what the hell I'm doing yesterday driving along in the rain. But, passed by another car, see that? There are a lot of trucks on this road. I think it's the main link from Sydney to Adelaide or something down here. There must be a main thoroughfare. Either that or everyone's got the same idea about driving on the bitumen. Now have a look at your map. We've got maps here, see? We've got maps here. Now have a look at your map. You'll find that this is just about the only bitumen road around here through this country. So, yeah, it was raining all day yesterday. Rained a bit last night. And looking at the road this morning through Mildura, they were all wet. It's been raining this morning. We'll continue on and we'll see how we go. We're at a spot here called the Balranald Wharf, and this is the Murrumbidgee. Sturt would have come down here in 1830. Rode his little whaleboat down there towards the River Murray. So this is the Murrumbidgee River at Balranald. Very peaceful, be a good little spot here to camp, but this is right in the middle of the town, of course. You've got bloody houses up here. Sturt Motel Retreat. Oh, well, there you go, Sturt's Motel down there. Very pretty, isn't it? There you are, Jack. She's good, isn't it, mate? This is the Hay Plain. It's as flat as a billiard table. You can see it's drizzling. And one thing I have noticed is every now and again, there's a bit of water there. Every now and again, it's obvious that some trucks tried to pull off the side of the road for some reason, and just about all of them have got bogged. Dirty, great big, 1.5 foot wheel ruts on the side of the road, and for the next mile down the road is a heap of mud. So, yeah. Oh, it says here, soft edges. I can believe that. But it's very, very flat. Still got a few storm clouds up there, and yes, still went through a shower of rain a minute ago. Might have to relent and book in a caravan park tonight. I don't think I'm game to drive on any dirt roads in these conditions. They've had about 3 inches of rain through here, and they're still getting it. Just driving through Hay. Went down the wrong road a minute ago. Got to find my way through town. Maybe they park reverse in here. Being Sunday, of course, all the shops are shut. Spoke to the little girl down the petrol station, and she said they've had about 1 inch of rain here. She said, for Christ's sake, don't go up Ivanhoe Way in Hillston. Had 3 inches up there, and it's a bit boggy. Well, on that for advice. I don't think I'll go up to Hillston. I was going to go up to Hillston, but might have to give that a miss, I think. I don't know where this turn-off is. Hay's a very small place, of course, being Sunday, everything's shut. I got a bit of fatty food for, here we go. We gotta go, Ivanhoe West Wyalong, go straight up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, got a bit of, Dare, I thought it was Dare iced coffee. And don't look at the other stuff I'm eating because I got a Chico roll, all right. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to have any Chico rolls, but they look very nice. And besides that, they were about the only place I could get anything to eat was the service station. We've just crossed the Murrumbidgee River again at Hay, and out of town you'll be totally disgusted. They pump water out of the Murrumbidgee to go cotton. There's a dirty great big cotton farm outside of Hay. There's still water in the river at Hay, in the Murrumbidgee. So it's all crackling on up here, isn't it, eh? Yeah, there we go. We're not going to any of those places. Bit of a worry. Just out of Hay on the West Wyong Road, you've got a thing here, it's called Sturt's Marked Tree. Now there's the Murrumbidgee River, which Sturt come down in about 1830. Here's one of his tree blazes here. Yeah. We'll have a look, we got a little arrow, and they've tried to paint it in a bit, but that's a bit of Sturt's carving. When he came down the creek on his way to discover the Murray, or find out where the Murray went anyway. There we go, Sturt's tree, just out of Hay. All I can say is Sturt went a bloody long way down that windy creek, didn't he, eh? Lake Cargelligo. I hope we've got that pronunciation right. Lake Cargelligo. We're here. We're just next to Frogs Hollow. We're booked in the caravan park here tonight because it looks like rain. Have a look at that. That cloud up there's got the Intrepid Explorer's name on it, hasn't it? But this is the water storage area. I think it's very near the Longford River, so I can tell Millbank. It's a pretty little town, sitting in there. The caravan park's just back there. And there's the main town over there. And, got a few boat ramps and ski launching areas. And, I drove into town and I couldn't find the caravan park. I thought, geez, don't tell me I've drawn this short straw and found a town with motels and no caravan park, but no. He let me in, and there's a rumour has it I may be camping on lawn tonight, alright? Well, I'm not exactly on lawn, but I'll tell you what, I might shift there after I've had a bit of tea. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. What have we got here? How you doing, Rex? We got vegetables and sausages, sliced mushrooms in butter sauce, and a bit of Mackenzie's Sun, Moon and Stars curry powder. And it doesn't come up too bad in my little double boiler. Maybe like that, Rex, eh? That's almost edible, that stuff. That's almost edible. And we're going to have that with one of our Port Pirie hot bread shop rolls from the Vietnamese bakery at Port Pirie. They're still alright. We'll have one of them. We'll cut it up. Yes. No, things have been going alright today. Things have been going alright. Bit better than yesterday. Although the road across the Hay Plains wasn't too interesting. I don't know about that dog. Yapping. I might shift later on. How do you reckon we shift later on? We go down there somewhere. We might do that after we've had tea, and I can have a proper shower tonight, don't I? I'll be able to talk to Ed when I'm all nice and clean. It'll be all very good, won't it? And we can't talk too loud because we might wake that dog up. Wabbits. Oh. The Corellas are starting up, Kev. This is good, Rex. It's good stuff. Well, good morning. We're coming into Cobdoblin. That's the Lachlan River down there. We're now driving out of Cobdoblin towards Parks. Not much of a town, was it, Jack, that one? Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, we'll drive toward Parks now. Yeah, had a good sleep last night. Bit different sleeping in a caravan park. You got all the bloody... I don't know why they leave their lights on all night. I really don't. People don't want to trip over when they're walking to the loo, I don't suppose. Oh, well, never mind. We've got to get fuel one day too. Yeah, so had to try and black out the lights as much as I could. We had a bit of rain last night too. Actually had a lot of rain last night. It was fairly boggy on the road. I pulled off the road just a while back, and I had to very quickly change down a gear and pull back onto the road, and the verges of the road are very boggy. Yeah, they're very boggy. And I've been listening to the radio, and looks like we're got a bit of rain coming today too, so she's all go here, isn't it, eh? make them into these things. Anyway, not bad. A bit hot, but chilly. Might have to have a drink of milk later on. The camera's swinging around. Can't have that. Can't have that, can we? This is the way a bit too. Anyway. We passed our camp off at Goobang National Park a minute ago. I've been along this road before. What film was that on? Eden ATM. Yeah. That's a good trip that. You should go what? Tell you what, turn this off. Nothing's happening anyway. Turn this off. Go and watch Eden ATM. That's a good movie. Then you can watch Chain of Ponds again. And I tell you what, before anything exciting happens on this trip, you'll be able to watch those movies again, I tell you. We just drive, we've been driving now for nearly 3 days. We've got to drive another day yet before we hit the coast. Might start filming a bit then, eh Jack? I'll start filming when we hit the coast down at bloody Byron Bay. Bloody Byron Bay. Who's bloody bright on here with this? Yeah. So I'll turn the camera on a bit more. Probably won't film much at all today. We're going into Dubbo. I'm going to have a bit of dinner at Dubbo. And I have to stop filming because I'm coming up on a slow car. See that? Not very often you see many slow cars slower than the Intrepid Explorer, but I found one. Pretty Northern Territory plates too, I think. I see those clouds up there. Rained last night, rained a bit today, and see here the road's still a bit wet. Still a bit boggy. Passed a tractor a while back. It was the biggest bloody tractor I've ever seen. He took up the whole road. It was big. Well, it's dinner time in Dubbo. And I've been into a place called Red Rooster product promotion. And I got a, went in there and all this stuff. I found what they called a roast chicken wrap. And it's got tomato, lettuce, and I suppose there's chicken in there somewhere. With carrot, and by the taste of it, raw onion. I've still got a bit of Port Perry Fairly Good milk. That's not what I've come on to show you. I had in there. And I bought a couple of these. And you can buy a roast potato. Yes, a roast potato. I've already had one bite out of it, see that? And they're not bad. They're probably just parboiled and then just painted with brown stuff, but they don't taste too bad. They're probably very unhealthy. Red Rooster. Haven't got a Red Rooster in Port Perry. Probably don't need a Red Rooster in Port Perry. We've got KFC, haven't we? Haven't been to KFC for a while. Anyway. This is not a food recommendation, alright Rex? It's a grilled chicken wrap. From the Red Rooster shop in Dubbo. Good evening. I know I haven't filmed much today. Hadn't been all that much to film. I've been driving a fair bit. Still got the old Dowdy running. Got the wire up tonight for you, Hayden. Going up to the tree up there. This is Lake Keepit. And according to the soil down here, I don't reckon they've had much rain. There's a bit of subsoil moisture there. I don't reckon they've had much rain here. We've got a beautiful sunset there. The lakes, you can just see the lake in the distance. Normally this is actually the shore of the lake just here. And fishermen with their boats pull up here and they push their boat in the water and go out fishing and come back. Actually, rumour has it, there's a bloody cleaning table up there for fish. So there you are, Mick. Hunters and collectors, mate. Hunters and collectors. What have we got tonight? Got a few red kidney beans. Bit of John West light tuna. And we've mixed that in with a bit of continental Thai lemongrass, lime and mild chilli. And also what I've done is I've banged in a chicken cube too. And bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. There you are, Jack. That'll come up a treat. I don't reckon that even looks too bad. You can certainly taste the chilli. Whoop, sun's come out. Look at that. Yes, 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 yes. I know I haven't filmed much today, but there hadn't been all that much to film, I don't reckon. Oh dear. It's been raining a bit, and went through. You're gonna get me now. What did I go through? Oh, many towns I've been through. Went through Dubbo dinner time. Had a that wasn't bad, but I'll tell you what, the potatoes were better than the wrap. Wasn't all that good. And then I went through Coon Cabaraban. Oh, I can't bloody pronounce all these bloody names of these towns. And I went to the one down here. Gunnedah. There you go. Went into Gunnedah. I was going to camp there and went into the little tourist office after going up a one-way street the wrong way. Went into the little tourist office and saw the girl there, and I said, "Where's your cheap no-pay campsites?" And she said, "Oh, there's one up the road in the rest area." I said, "Oh, I don't want that." Oh, we said, "We've got one down the park there." Oh, and I went down the park and had a look, and I thought, "Oh, yeah, this will do me." I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, I can hear the trucks from the Neil Highway over there. I can hear the trucks from the Oxley Highway up here. And I thought, geez, it's wet. Maybe too good sleeping here tonight, so. Had a look at my map and saw this one. Lake Keepit. National Park, or State Park. State Park it is. Tell you what, they don't come for. Where was I? Lake Cargelligo. $6 a night. Shower, power, lawn. Lake Keepit State Park. I'm camped on dirt amongst the yowies here for $15 a night. The magpies have just started. So, and they don't give you a key to get out in the morning. It's a dirty great big boom gate. And you have to punch in a code to get out. And he wrote down his code on a bit of paper for me, and I got it in the car. He said, "Don't lose that, you can't get out." So we'll try and get out in the morning. We'll punch up our code and see how we go.
just want to ask her something.
I feel a lot more comfortable in the joint now, actually, just knowing all that sort of stuff now. There's been a tension in the house the last couple of days. I feel more comfortable tonight knowing that now. It's weird, isn't it?
Can we have no more twists like that, Big Brother? We didn't like that one. No.
Through Tamworth this morning, and we're on our way to Armadale, and I think this is where we start to climb and climb and climb to get over the Great Dividing Range, but we'll see how we go. We're down to third gear, Dave. She's still going, mate. She's still going. This is a bit like the track at Bathurst, isn't it? Climbing up Mount Panorama. Scenic lookout, 500 metres on left. We'll see how we go there. Oh, we've got a couple of trucks up here. I think it's about time that I had a bit of a whinge. So if you don't want to whinge, just fast forward this bit, alright? Just drove through Armadale. Lovely little spot. Now, I was getting, it's about 11 o'clock local time, and I thought, just have a bit of lunch or something. So I saw they had got a big park in the centre of Armadale called the Central Park. It's got little benches and little fountains and bloody whatchamacallits and everything. And there's about 2 people sitting in the park, and I went back and got me red rooster, and I went back to, and you know, I drove all around the park. There's not a single parking space around the whole park. There's about 2 people sitting in the park eating their park lunches, and there'd be at least 300 cars packing around, and all angle parked all the way around the city square. You can't get in anywhere. Alright, that's whinge number 1. Whinge. These are good, aren't they? Whinge number 2 is, you'll be happy to know, Kev, there's just about a national speed limit in New South Wales of 100 kilometres an hour. There's only a couple of roads out of Hay and a couple of the highways where you can do 110. Anyway, keeps telling you, 100 kilometre speed limit, be warned, and all this sort of, we got cattle here. Everywhere you go in New South Wales, the poor bastards are, haven't got a lot of feed. No, they've got a bit of feed now. They've all got their cattle, hey, they've all got their cattle in the long paddock. And they got sheep in the long paddock, and I saw some sheep yesterday with Farmer Brown tending the sheep along the side of the road, and they were some of the skinniest bloody sheep I have ever seen in your life. And I tell you what, none of the sheep even looked up. They were eating like this. And yeah, paddocks, a lot of the paddocks right now. But you have a look in the distance here, these people don't even know what a drought is up here. They got signs everywhere saying water restrictions in place and everything, but Lake Keepit was very low, wasn't it? Lake Keepit was, I saw when I was driving out of Lake Keepit, you know, pressed the little buttons, doot, 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 zzz, door opens and you're driving out. Saw a couple of people driving in, towing their boats. Well, I don't know. All I can say is they better have a shallow drive on their outboards. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was still having me wind, wasn't I? We'll continue with that wind, shall we? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, everywhere you go in New South Wales, they've got about 100 speed limit. And of course everyone's passing me, boom, 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 boom. So I thought, stuff this for a game of soldiers. I'll try them out. So I put her back into gear, and I thought, stuff this. I'll sit on 105. So I sat on 105, and guess what? Boom, 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 boom. They still pass me. So I don't know what these bloody people in New South Wales drive like. Anyway, that's my whinge. You notice on the DVD, this whinge is actually set out, so you can actually skip this whinge if you wanted to. We'll continue on. We've got about 102,000 bloody kilometres to Coffs Harbour. 193 kilometres to Coffs Harbour. Which is a bloody long way if you can have a look on the map. I can't get over how far these places are apart. They only look at little and Nat's fart on the map. They only look about this far apart, but bloody Nora. 193 kilometres. That's over 2 hours, my friend. Over 2 hours. Or if Kev was driving, an hour and a half. Well, I suppose you're sick of me driving. Well, I've stopped the car. A little place here called the Elba River Falls. And I thought you might like to see this. Have a look at that. It's not bad, is it? Got a little waterfall up there. Come on down. It's not bad, is it? We're about a third of the way from Armadale to Coffs Harbour in the Great Dividing Range. Elba Falls. Well, what do you reckon? Doesn't that look good? The falls come down, go down through here, and down there they go over that edge, and we saw that from the other direction, from up there we were before. This is the Ebor Falls. But have a look at that, isn't that bloody beautiful? There you are, Jack, you can have your little spa down there, mate. Bloody beautiful. Very nice drive along here, just like the Adelaide Hills. Except I think they're a little bit higher. A bit different now. I think we're coming down the coast side of the Great Dividing Range. A little bit steep. We're in Coffs Harbour. There's the runway of the airport of Coffs Harbour, and this is the Pacific Ocean. That's not bad, is it, Jack? Old Jack Galpin likes seascapes, don't you, mate? Look at them waves coming in, mate. Look at them. That's real water, mate. That's real water. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Took a bit of... I didn't... I should have videoed myself following me speaking GPS, because there's a couple of moments there where I swear that speaking GPS cursed me. We took a couple of wrong roads and ended up in a one-way street. And, oh, it took us here eventually, though. It took us here eventually. This is the lookout at Coffs Harbour. And this is really all I want to see of Coffs Harbour. The town is just like any other town in the... That area was in the wrong spot, isn't it? Look here, Kev. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is the Coast Guard station. Down here. Down here. Down here. This is the Coast Guard station here, Kev. Haven't got a bad view, have they, mate? Here's their antenna. That's probably a centre fed, eh? And they got... I'll just do this for Kev first. He likes looking at antennas. There's your little whirly gig that goes around up there. And they got a couple of aerials there, and a little yargy there, a couple of aerials there. And have a look up here, Kev. See, they got their little beacons going. Well, they're not running, but they got them up there. So this is the Coast Guard. Oh, here, have a look at this, Kev. You like this? There's their little Barrett 911 automatic antenna tuner down there. See that? Other people watching this video will have to excuse this. Just fast forward this bit. He's got a couple of stainless steel shackles there. He's got his egg insulator there, and his wire going down to his Barrett tuner. And his wire, of course, runs up there to his antenna. And he's got a real little one up there. I don't know what that is, Kev. What do you reckon that is, mate? I don't know what that one is. Could be a little satellite receiver or something. But anyway, let's get back to what we're here for. We're here to have a look at this scene, didn't we, Jack? Eh? If you have a look, Jack, you'll see a little yacht going on out there, isn't he? The sun's over the yard arm on that yacht, Jack. I think they're into happy hour. We got the little bit of real estate going on down here, Jim. $156,000 for a double-storey place with an underfloor garage, I think. Oh, sorry, that's just the front door. Sorry. The Pacific Ocean coming in over there. Got a bit of a breakwater up there. Sorry about zooming in and out. What's it called? Hose piping. Hose piping. So you've got the rough water out there and the smooth water in here. You come around here. And sorry about the jumping around on the video. Got a little island there. It's called Muttonberg Island. Muttonberg Island out there. The little lady at the tourist bureau said you can walk out there. There's a gate locked there. You can't walk on the island because the mutton birds are cooking mutton. Here's the life of the rich and famous down there. Here's the Coffs Harbour jetty. Of course, you've got a little boat here. Their magnification. He's going out to get fish. He'll have to come back in a bit. And the rest of the town is way back there. We've got a couple of islands up there. And the rest of the town is in here. Here we go. Coffs Harbour, North Coast, New South Wales. the things we have to do. Dave said he wanted a picture of the big banana, but he wanted me in it, so there we go. We're at the big banana. I don't know what Dave meant, but he said if you get yourself in a picture with the big banana, it'll make a good pair. I don't know what he means by that. We're at the lookout over Coffs Harbour, and by hell, the parking inspectors are severe up here. Leave your car here too long, they make sure you don't take it home. At the lookout over Coffs Harbour, we were sitting down there before on the Coast Guard station. Remember, we looked at that thin neck of island there, and the bay, and the boats down there, and Muttonbird Island out there. The CBD of Coffs Harbour is in there. Past row upon row of banana plantations coming out here. But it's a real estate agent's dream here, Jim. It goes on and on and on. And where you stop now, they're all houses. Have a look at this. They're all houses. Very pretty though. Here comes the parking inspector. We better get out of here. Good evening. We gave up looking for a camp in the forest. Seeing that burnt out car didn't allay my fears either. I was going to camp there. Very mundane tonight, isn't it, Rex? Campbell's Country Ladle. I can't believe it's a soup. Golden pumpkin and tortilla. Yes. So we're going to have that. Oh dear. Those astute of you amongst you will notice that you can hear surf running in the background. And that surf is actually Sapphire Beach, just north of Coffs Harbour. So that's where we are for tonight. Good morning. This is out front of the camp where I was last night. You can hear the roar of the surf in this morning, and the birds in the background. This is Sapphire Beach. Not bad, is it, Jack? Little island out there for you, mate. That's the other direction. All beaches up that way to Byron Bay. We're going up that way this morning. There you are, Jack. You got your money's worth today, mate, didn't you? Eh? Woolgola. I just thought I'd do this for you, Jim. You want to have a look, mate? Here we go. You might have to freeze frame them, Jim. There's one there for 470,000. Look up here what we got here. We've got a bit of land for 240,000. Windy Beach 140. Here's a nice little place. Safety Beach 790,000. I didn't think you'd find me a place here for 156,000, Jim. Woolgala Bay. Yeah, the town of Woolgala. We're on a bit of a headland here. That's not bad, is it, Jack? We'll swing around. Basically, you've got the town sitting up in there, and we look down towards the south. That's where we come from, down there. Beautiful coastline along here. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Over there. This is still Woolgula. Woolgula? I don't know how you pronounce some of these names. Oh, there's a shop over there that sells wetsuits and surfboards. Saw that, you know that little surfer that walked in front of the camera when I was at Sapphire Beach? Bit of a talk to him. He's on he's on holiday, and he decided to live here for a while, so he's living here, and he goes down the caravan park each morning and has a bit of a surf, then goes to work. He reckons he enjoys the lifestyle. I don't know what he means by that, but he enjoys the lifestyle. I think he likes the life of the rich and famous. The life of the rich and famous. Posted your letter, Hayden. I posted it in that post box over there, alright? See that one there? So you should get that in a couple of days. Good on you, mate. This is the Pacific Highway I'm on at the moment. And you got these dirty, great big trees here. The weather's funny. It's quite warm. We don't know why that is, do we? But it seems to me that I reckon if you left your car parked too long out in the weather area, it would go green and start to grow leaves. Everything's out in flower. I've seen flame trees, I've seen banana palms, I've seen more palms. See, palms. Everything's very green, and everything sort of composty smelled. It smelled. Driving through the rainforest yesterday, it was very, very dark. The trees seemed to go up over your head forever, and everything sort of was moist and that. There was ferns and that everywhere, and it was absolutely magnificent. This is the freeway, and it's a freeway you sort of have when you don't have a freeway. It stops. It goes through all the towns, and there's a couple of spots back there. It even goes down to 40 kilometres. There's a school crossing. Little lollipop lady standing out there on the freeway. So, wouldn't happen in South Australia, would it? You wouldn't get a lollipop lady standing out on the southeastern freeway, would you? She'd end up flatter than her lollipop. Where are we going here? We got the GPS running. There you are, Kev. We're going to Grafton. This is where I was going to head originally, was Grafton. We're going to Grafton now, and then we're going to go through Grafton and then we're going to go have a look at the coast again. Had a look in the local IGA at Woolgoola or whatever its name is, and saw the bananas. $4.29 a kilo, says locally grown bananas. Locally grown bananas. I'll tell you what, they look bloody pathetic too. So there you are, on the banana coast. $4.29 a kilo. I suppose it's better than $14 a kilo, isn't it, Dave? We're at the wharf area of Iluka, which is at the head of the Clarence River. A couple of nice boats out here for you. It's fairly sheltered waters in here, so there's a couple of quite large river boats tied up here as well. That's not bad, is it, Jack? There's a bargain for you, Jim. She may be a bit dilapidated, but at least he still floats, mate. Yes. Coming into town through the national park, just opposite the national park, they've got a dirty, great big golf course too. And it looks absolutely magnificent. There's even emus running around on the golf course picking up the balls. Of course, there has to be one at every marina, doesn't there? A few of the bigger boats over the other side. Not bad, eh? There's your golf club, Sue. They got emus and everything wandering around through there. It goes on for bloody ages. Good couple of acres anyway. Massive. Yeah, Mick. Hunters and collectors, mate. Hunters and collectors. That's the sea out there. We're at Evans Head. Little sleepy seaside little village here. And the boats come into a little channel out here. Come around through here. You've got houses all up here. And the channel comes around. And that's where they tie the boats up in there. Not bad, eh? Fairly sheltered little spot in there. They can handle anything in there. The GPS found a little back road along the coastline from Evans Head to Broadwater. And we'll just go along there. We might have some lunch at Broadwater. Oh, by the way, Dawn and Murray, how you going? You still watching? Had a bit of a smile on my face when I went into Evans Head. They got a caravan park in there, and what struck me was it was a good name for a caravan park. It was called the Silver Sands. That's a caravan park for Dawn and Murray. Silver Sands Caravan Park. Well, there you go. Just stopped on the side of the road to show you some of these banks here. But have a listen to the birds. Back up that way I saw a sign that said to the beach, 10 Mile Beach. And I reckon this is it. This is 10 Mile Beach. This is the beach at Broadwater. Broadwater National Park. Don't know what that is over there. That's either Ballina or Byron Bay, one or the other. Probably Ballina. There you are, Jack. You like watching the waves come in, don't you, mate? That's the Pacific Ocean, mate. That's big water out there. Not bad, is it, Jack? Weather's starting to look a bit inclement. I'll have to ask Ed about the weather tonight. Happy birthday, Ed, anyway. Ed's birthday today. They're not bad, are they? All around this area are sugar plantations, and like the banana was ubiquitous around Coffs Harbour, the sugar cane in various stages of growth. There's an immature one there, there's a bit more mature one coming up there, in various stages of growth. And in Broadwater there was a dirty, great big sugar factory or sugar processing plant. It is a bit of older sugar cane there. When it gets older, it starts to look a bit straggly. So she's ready for harvesting, that lot. And, they seem to have it in various stages of growth all over the place here. On our way to Byron Bay. Well, it's dinner time, and my food recommendation for this trip, well, I was going to make it cafe latte on the shores of Byron Bay, but I don't know. Weather's looking a bit inclement. I don't know whether we're able to do that. Anyway, I couldn't think of anything better. I got a prawn sandwich. Very healthy too. Yeah, all good stuff in it. But why may I ask, do you make that a food? Well, when in Rome, you've got to do what the Romans do. So here we go. We got, we're under the big prawn at Ballina, and we're having a prawn sandwich. Go in and see the little girl in there. I think she looks Asian. Might be Chinese or Japanese or something. Anyway. Ask her for a prawn roll. Certainly. And you give her the money, they give you this. Also brought a, another one. A prawn roll. What did I say a minute ago? It's a prawn sandwich in it. Also, what's stuffing me up is also I bought a prawn roll also, as well as a prawn sandwich. Messed her up no end. And I've put that in the esky at the back. So here we go. Prawn sandwich, got that right, from the big prawn in Ballina. We're on a little walk here out at the tip of Byron Bay, little peninsula here, Cape Byron. It's all built up here, Jim. Have a look at this, mate. There's all the housing development out here. very dramatic at all, is it? There's the lighthouse at the end of Cape Byron. And if we come round, that is the most easterly point on the Australian mainland. I'll go over and stand over there, and make sure my GPS registers. So there you are, Jack. That's the most easterly point on the Australian mainland, mate. Straight down the Pacific Ocean. There's the lighthouse at Cape Byron. Very impressive, isn't it, eh? Very impressive. There's some people over there. And there's that walking path down here. Down there. And the tip's just there. Have a look at this, Jim. 156,000 a block here. That'll get you the doorknob, I think. Yeah, Jim. You reckon you can sell one of those houses, mate? That's the view those houses have got looking towards Byron Bay. Which is just down over the hill there. So you got all the houses coming all the way out here, snaking along the road, access road. All the way out here and around.
Drive 500 meters, then turn left. In 350 meters, turn left. Take second exit. In 100 meters, enter roundabout, then take second exit.
Walking along the beach just south of Byron Bay. That squeaky noise you hear. Hear that? The sand's actually squeaking. Yes, we've got our little spot for a night worked out. Trav had a look at the spots in Byron Bay and didn't like the looks of them. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Tell you what, Jack, that's not bad, is it, mate? That's not bad. And there's some people up here that said, yeah, take a picture of the moon. And I said, yeah, we'll take a picture of the moon. Obviously, there's some importance to the fact that they're going to see the moon rise tonight. Be a full moon, and of course, being Byron Bay, they say the moon's going to rise up over those rocks over there. But I suppose being Byron Bay, we'll be the first to see the new moon, which is a real privilege for us. She's really squeaking now, isn't it? There we go. The moon rising behind the clouds from Byron Bay. That's good, isn't it? There they are, the first rays of sun on the main end of Australia. Beautiful sunrise, isn't it, Jack? And a new day begins. Good morning. Nice sunrise, wasn't it? We're on our way to Tweed Heads this morning, and we're going to where the Queensland border starts, and then we'll start on our way home, eh? Yes. Had a bit of trouble. The campers from hell moved in last night on tea time, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. They were still playing charades at bloody 2 o'clock in the morning, so I slept in the car park. Only not far from the sea. The ocean's just over there, just over that way, and we're only about 160, 170 k's from Brisbane.
Roundabout, then take third exit. Take third exit. In 350 meters, enter roundabout, then take third exit.
It's been like this for around about 30 kilometres. As we're getting closer to Tweed Heads, it's all built up. Jim is the real estate developer's heaven out here.
100 meters, enter roundabout, then take third exit.
There's no way in the world I'll be able to get through without this little speaking lady to
third exit.
this time. Yeah, there's houses everywhere here. Most of them are 2-story with a... Oops.
Drive 2.7 kilometers, then turn right.
Camera got a bit drunk there. Yeah, most of them are 2 stories with a carport underneath, Jim. A lot of vacant land in there too, with sold written on it. No First National ones though. There's a lot of other cowboys. There's your Coast Guard station, Kev. Fairly a nondescript little location, but we've got a little survey marker here, and that marker indicates the border between Queensland and New South Wales. And it's got it written down there, New South Wales, Queensland, I think. Little 3 point there. I can't go any further without getting my feet wet, can I? But have a look over here, Jack. I'll zoom in for you, mate. We got the life of the rich and famous over here, mate. That's the Gold Coast. A few high rises up there and there, Jack, eh? And it goes on and on and on. See that? So there we go. Get a bit bloody airy, yeah, I'll tell you. Get a bit of sea spray. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So there you go. Wave to ourselves. We'll head in there now. Of course, you know, the second part of the video starts now. Parallel 29.